Plus, a marriage and family expert breaks down the 5 things you can do to improve your mental health. There's a lot of emphasis placed on maintaining good physical health by exercising, eating healthy, and sleeping well.
Our next guest is here to remind us that equally important is maintaining good mental health. She joins us with ways to improve our mental health daily. Please welcome back marriage and family therapist Keandra Jackson. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me again. I'm excited.
So before we get to your tips, remind us why it's so important. I mean, common sense would tell you, obviously, that's just as important as keeping everything healthy is your mind.
Absolutely. So I say that all health starts with mental health. That is the derivative of everything that we do, how we make choices, how we make decisions, how we manage our thoughts and our feelings. So if your mind isn't right, everything else tends to not fall into place in your life as well.
You've brought some great tips. The first one is, you say ditch being a Superman or a Superwoman.
Yes, oftentimes we have that S on our chest, right? And we try to do everything and be everything to everyone. But true strength comes from being vulnerable and saying, you know what, sometimes I need help. And it's okay to even put that in the atmosphere and say, you know what, I'm not doing and being as I really should be. And so maybe I should bring in some help and know that I don't have to be the strong one all the time.
The next tip you say is avoid alcohol. But a lot of times what people do, especially if you're feeling stressed or you're feeling a certain way, that kind of numbs things, right?
That's a very good point, but people don't realize that alcohol is actually a depressant. So that means when you're feeling stressed and down and stressed out, it makes things worse. And you tend to go down that downward spiral if that's the coping skill that you immediately go to all the time.
Yeah, this goes back to being vulnerable. You say it's not a horrible thing to reach out to friends and family.
No, it's really important. You don't want to be alone when you're trying to manage life and the difficulties that it brings. So making sure that you reach out to those trusted family and friends. Like in the last probably 60 days, I've experienced 3 losses. So I know what it's like to have to need that support system around you. So reach out to someone if you really need that. And it's okay to get professional help too.
That's one, though, you have to be a little bit careful of, because sometimes you can be like an energy zapper or vampire, you know, if you're always constantly, you know.
Yeah, so that's where we need to talk about boundaries and putting those into place too. That's really important.
Another tip you say is learn positive coping skills.
Yes, so we kind of talked about that a little bit, but we all cope with things differently, positively and negatively. So the goal is to make sure that you are doing things to increase the way that you feel, to make you, basically to make you feel better and to decrease any negative symptoms that you may have. So doing things like taking a quick walk, you know, around the building or around your neighborhood, writing in a journal to get those thoughts and feelings out, or even just watching a funny video on social media can really increase and help lift your spirits.
This is one that Mark really takes advantage of every day. He looks at himself in the mirror and he says, I love me. And you're saying that's okay. Say, tell
that is
that you
okay, Mark.
Not so much I love it, but I look great.
Right? And those are positive affirmations that we should be saying to ourselves all the time, because we all have greatness on the inside of us. We all have gifts, talents, and wonderful characteristics that we have to tap into, because people are waiting for us to take space and show up in the world.
All right, more information on marriage and family therapist Keandra Jackson. You can go to kwessentialservices.com. You can also follow Keandra on social media. Thank you. Always good to see you.
Thank you so much. Likewise.
Have a great weekend.
Is it okay for us to tell other people that I matter?
Yes. Okay. Tell them right now.
Jess, I matter.
Yes, you do.
Yes, that's right.
He carries the whole station on his shoulder.
my back.
Cover it up.
That S on your chest.
Right. We're going to show